Se agregará un minuto al tiempo reglamentario.
And that signals the end of the first period. Well, I don't think many people saw this coming ahead of kick-off.
England absolutely dominated that half, Peter, and now it's all about game management. There's no need to overstretch themselves. Just stay calm and see this one out.
England producing a nigh-on perfect 45 minutes. It's 3-0. So, into the second half. That's at the end. Perfect result, perfect outcome. A test passed with flying colours. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
England can be really happy with this. I saw it as one of these defining games for them, and they showed real character to get the job done. A big statement for anyone who might be up next.
Señoras y señores, nos enorgullece informarles que los programas del día de hoy están disponibles en los puestos al lado de las zonas de acceso del estadio. Seguramente serán un buen recuerdo.
the United States get ready for another crack at the big prize. Will they get the win they need to get their campaign off to a flying start, or will their bubble burst over the course of the next 90 minutes? Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So straight into the action. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Ball's gone out of play. And he's had it nicked away. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Nicely aimed pass. Now it's Dembele. And he's undercooked that. And that is going out for a goal kick. Dembele.
Frank Rijkaard can really make his presence felt. A superb defender who became an iconic midfield anchorman.
And what's more, a remarkably good strike rate, actually.
Very true. Just another level of his expertise, Peter, but his reading of the game, for me, is masterful.
That's a lovely, neat pass. He's got plenty of space out wide here. He's free, he has got space. He's dealt with that really well. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Kessié. Kessié! It's bounced back off the post. So it is still 0-0. That'll be a throw. Maldini looking to pass their way up the pitch. In with the challenge. Now it's Kane. Now it's Ronaldinho. No, he's not getting past him there. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe going face-to-face with his great rival. Well, they're certainly pressing with purpose here. And it's Vieira. And that interception was most necessary.
That was...
Shoots! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Now that is commitment to the cause. Kane getting this one clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Maldini played back into the centre. He's well positioned. It's Dembele! Nearly, but not quite.
Dembele is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Van Dijk. Kessié. Benatia. That has been slung wide. Well, that looks a decent ball. And he's worked it through. He's found Nahi! And needless to say, that deserved better.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
And he's intervened well there.
Thuram.
Vieira. Now it's Mbappe. And here's Dembele.
Dembele clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Ronaldinho. Mazraoui. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Now it's Mbappe. Unahi providing an outlet on that flank. Oh, such a clever touch. Shapes to shoot! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no. Casillas claims comfortably. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Stam promptly onto that, and that is that. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. Robson is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. And it's Xavi. Ronaldinho knocks it into space. Oh, that's delightful. And this is Roberto Baggio.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Xavi plays it in. And he's taking no chances there. That has earned a reprieve for the time being. Looking here to chip it through. Defending of the desperate variety. Ball swung in. Cleared away. And the referee has blown for half-time. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, I think despite the scoreline, Peter, there's only one team in it. They might not have made the most of their chances so far, but I see no signs of frustration creeping in. Maybe a bit of fine-tuning during the break, and they should get their reward in the second half.
So we are where we began. The scoreline remains 0-0 at the break.
Please welcome everyone, our lads.
We're on the move again.
The United States have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, perfectly measured that. Kane. Schmeichel breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Stood up well to him there. Roberto Baggio. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. And it's Dembele. Spread to the right. Kessié. And it's Van Dijk. Now it's Kane. Xavi. Caicedo. Works it forward. Barcelona have got it back and they'll have another go. Now it's Roberto Baggio. Well timed, excellent interception. And it's Dembele.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And this is Dembele. It's Dembele!
Dembele really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Unahi. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
This looks promising. Yeah, he is being harried and hassled.
Look, stop.
Decent chance! Good strike, quite an alarm. Bonucci is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Vieira. Oh, sweet feet. Could go all the way here. And Dijk can get it clear. Vieira, not one to pass up the chance to... Dembele! Dembele! Brilliant! A finish right from the top draw. You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
First breakthrough.
Look, experienced voices need to be heard now, along with good purpose and urgency, and they can get right back into this.
Now it's Mbappe. That is good alertness. And this is Kane. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, I think it's pretty clear. The message is to get the job done, and the sooner the better.
Rijkaard. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Oh, that's fabulous. Maldini. The ball goes in. And he gets rid in a hurry. And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
The United States clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
No, he wasn't going to let him past. And no, he's seen through all of that. Vieira. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And this is Roberto Baggio. Oh, good spread. Cafu picks it up out wide. Maldini simply refused to be outdone there. Dembele has been caught there, it's a foul. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Kessié. 1-0 as we head towards the end. Ronaldinho finding himself in space.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Unahi, someone who is excelling big time. Oh, that was vital.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
There will be 1 minute added time.
That pass isn't the best. Robson. Dembele. Lovely feet. Whistle's gone and they've got themselves a free kick. Mbappe! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. And I think we're done. Yes, we are done. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello,
the game
everybody,
yet to
and
kick off.
welcome to
The
today's
excitement already palpable.
Morocco against Inter.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So that's got things underway. Romero raring to go here. He has been on fire of late.
Well, he's really impressed me. So solid at the back, and he has been a picture of discipline and control, solidity. You just feel whatever tests that the opposition throw at him, he'll just deal with it.
Not the most accurate pass. Alexander-Arnold. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
No, he refuses to take the bait. Mbappe. And it's Kane. Spread it left. Rafael Leao. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Looking to play him in. Hakimi. Spread neatly. Unahi picks it up out wide. And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Neither side especially adventurous early on. Rafael Leao scooting forward. Tries to play it through. Mbappe. Van Dijk clears. Aimed at the far side. That's an excellent interception. Kane, who is rarely short on confidence. And it's gone back to the keeper.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail.
He's in! Must be! Shapes to shoot! Goal! Inter! Was there ever any doubt?
Not even a hint of hesitation. That is such a cool finish.
The first breakthrough.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus, as the opposition will inevitably react.
Mbappe! He's done very well to get to that.
Mbappe is offering a wry smile there.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Oh, this looks sharp. And he's only too happy to take that back. Camavinga, that's really well manoeuvred.
Morocco are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Rafael Leao. Hakimi does well to get it back.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Mela. Looking for options for movement. Rafael Leao might just make this. Unahi, nicely weighted ball, and he was quick to react. It's come to nothing. Mbappe, and it's Camavinga. Camavinga. 30 minutes gone. Just eases him off the ball. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Played out to the left flank. Rafael Leao has it out wide and in space. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's picked his way through. Now this could be a chance. Tries a shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Mbappe demonstrating his defensive quality there. Aims beyond the defence. No way through. Pass somewhat off target. Mbappe receives it in a good position here.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Has a look and plays it forward. Nicely aimed pass. That is ended up in no man's land. That is a great pick out. Mbappe gets into a good position. Deftly away and claimed it back swiftly. Mbappe, Alexander-Arnold, swung over.
There will be 1 minute added time.
That has not gone well. Great vision. Mbappe has it in a wide position. And the finish! It's in! They have come roaring back!
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
And that is indeed the final act. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. How would you review the first half?
Well, I don't think either side will have too much to complain about or worry about, Peter. 1-1 is a fair reflection of the game so far. So it'll be fascinating to see how both teams go about trying to establish a little more control in this second half.
Well, they've gone toe-to-toe for those 45 minutes, and at half-time the score is 1-1.
Substitution for Morocco. Number 18, Mbappe.
Second
Number
period then
21,
underway.
Dembele. Number 13,
Alexander-Arnold.
Number 22,
Alexander-Arnold.
coming on the field. Number 8,
Now it's Messi.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yeah, they were
Number
looking for a
9,
counter-attack.
Bale. Number 11,
And here's Bale.
Gullit. Number 20,
Bale makes a dash for it.
Best.
Morocco come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Bale was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. It's a pretty loose pass. He's a sharp little chance, surely! What a wonderful goal!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Morocco leading now. He's having a shot! And that's a tiny finish. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Well, was there ever any doubt? It made it look like he's done it over and over and over again, and he has.
Morocco now in a position far more desirable.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Well, there's lots of movement in the box for them to pick out.
And he's going to be disappointed with that. Morocco have hit a quick-fire double here and are firmly in control at 3-1. Looking for the run. Well, that pass isn't the best. Now it's Messi. Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick. It's a pretty loose pass. And the pass is intercepted. And here's Messi. Kane. Rijkaard. That has ended up in no man's land. Taken back almost at once. Morocco do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Mela. Van Dijk. And here's Shevchenko. And Alexander-Arnold. And he's picked it up out wide. Here it is, crossed in. Bale. That's destined for the flank. And it's Mazraoui. That's going wide left. That's a lovely, neat pass. And this is Bale. Knocks it into space. Can he get on the end of this? He's in plenty of space here. He's found the way through. And it's made its way to him. Oh, what's he giving here? He's given a penalty. Morocco present their opponents with the best possible chance here. A big, deep breath. And that's one back! Not a twitch, not a blink.
Well, look at the keeper's reaction, Peter. He felt he could have kept it out. That was so tight.
Substitution for Morocco, number 17, Rijkaard. Coming on to replace him is
So we have
19,
movement on both benches.
Vieira.
Inter Milan cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho.
Played out wide. And a chance! And that really should have been that.
Cristiano Ronaldo really thought he'd scored to settle this contest, and he's struggling to believe being denied.
And we have our very first corner. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Oh, he's found support out wide. That has not gone well. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. That is a brilliant interception. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And here's Bale. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
So is that the decisive goal? Not much in the way of time remaining.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
Not the most accurate pass. Hakimi calmly anticipates.
There will be
5 minutes to add. Oh, that's a key interception. It's gone out for a throw-in. And it's Messi. That's a cute ball. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Yamal. And this is Shevchenko. And that is that. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very good.
And we
Cristiano
continue now
Ronaldo
with a
taking
quick
in the
request to
accolades,
support
having been named
our
man of the
charity
match,
fund,
and
Chance
deservedly
eFootball.
so. Terrific recovery, a really fine win that, Jim Beglin.
They've taken advantage of some complacency, Peter, but if you're offered a chance to do that, then you've got to be ready to pounce.
My thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. The San Siro, for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their glorious history. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Milan have chosen to go 4-3-3. Jim, how do you see it?
Yes, and the importance of this formation is not to allow the midfield three and the attacking three to become too detached from one another. If that happens, then pressure can quickly be applied via the counter-attack, and you can be exposed defensively. So compactness can't be compromised, and you need talkers in this team. You need leaders and people that are willing to organise things very quickly.
Counts. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Oh, it's Dembele. Nicely weighted ball. Played out to the left flank. Now it's Neymar. Now that pass isn't the best. Can he get it through? Nunez. Schmeichel gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. And he's there to retrieve it. Now, can they get him away? That's a nicely shaped ball. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Thibaut Courtois. He's a huge presence between the sticks, and that's not just because he's 6'6", Peter. He's got great reflexes, wonderful positioning, and he's a strong defensive leader. I think opposition defences will also need to watch out for his long throws. They're quick, they're accurate, and a source of many a good counter-attack.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. It's Rui Costa. Knocks it into space. Nunez! Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
Milan have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Pirlo is there, and he can pick it up. He's a sharp little ball here. Looking to play him in. Well timed, excellent interception. He's looking wide. Silvestre. Can he get on the end of this? Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
Milan couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Time and again they are repelled.
Morocco are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Looking for the run. Adams cuts it out. Looking for options for movement. Dembele. Well read. And the danger is averted. Neymar is, of course, well known for his dancing feet. And it's Neymar. Now it's Darwin. Now that looks a decent ball. Brahim Diaz. Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. And he's had it nicked away. And this is Dembele. Mazraoui with the foul. Aims beyond the defence. Nunez receives it in a wide position. Now here's the delivery. Unahi. And it's been played through. It's Dembele! And that's a good finish. Morocco are back in business.
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Great vision. Unahi is wide and looking to get onto this. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Pirlo. Silvestre. It's a searching pass, and he was quick to react. Threads one in. Can he get onto this? Brilliantly cut out. And that is a little undercooked. Rui Costa. He's going for goal! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping. So a temporary halt to the action. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Morocco really showed some resolve in that first half, Peter, after going behind. So I think the message from the manager will be quite a positive one. Keep going and keep doing what you've been doing, because it's pretty good.
Well, they've gone toe-to-toe for those 45 minutes, and at half-time the score is 1-1.